This Extirpatriots about animals extinct due to climate change and human activity. Our brothers and sisters, please listen. Many of us have gone missing, out on ranges, at treetops, sandy beaches, inside of caves. A siren blows shivers down rivers into ocean waves. She waves goodbye to those it's too late to save, those taken by anthropogenic extirpation and climate change. So now come down by the Great Barrier Reef, living quite well were the bramble camelimes, on a small coral cap in the Australian Northeast. What a bunch of sweet, little 6-inch short-eared peoples, well, rodents. Either way, we love their long tail and large feet. Gray-bellied auburn cutie quarter-pounder living in flats 10 feet above water surface worked perfect. Then when the man came with their plans and purpose, then rising waters from global warming caused mass drowning, home wrecking, and murder. Our bramble camelimes were the very first mammalian extinction, strictly from the pause and acidity of human activity. So many will follow it sickening. R.I.P. bramble camelimes. Continuing down the rhododendron, the bulldog rat deserves a mention, endemic to Christmas Island, before all vanished, on the coast of the Indian Ocean, so sailors came, and unbeknownst to them, they were the vessel of permanent damage, packed black rats aboard, carried disease in like swords, killing every bulldog rat in one Christmas slaying season. Over in Cebu, Philippines, walked the precious Cebu warty pig. Due to habitat destruction, this fine neighbor has become extinct. Called Babusulap and Cebuano when they had the cutest pinchable jowls, and if you had the chance, you'd want to. But it's too late, and ain't that some guano? Now to Guam we've come along to mourn, to stand where they were from. The little Mariana's fruit bat, so little it had nearly a 6-foot wingspan. The Guam flying fox, don't look up for them, look back, as they are a thing of the past. Ruthless poaching and loss of habitat took these peaceful vegans and all the Micronesia tiny megabats, and gentleness did them no favor. Death's not senseless enough to bear savior. In North America, the sea mink is deemed recently extinct. See, we're leaning from New England? Sure, they were the biggest minks, most adorable, and made the most desirable furs, agreed for their red hair and big size, led exploiters to retire them all. Whoops, that's unregulated trade, folks. Bloodbath for their warm and cozy coats. Many times from the traps laid, a sea mink would escape, and if it found a small pocket, it hid in the rocky ledge to wait. But it was quickly dug out of it with crowbars to unwedge it, scared and shaking. Or instead, if out of reach, shoot the terrified mink mommy dead. Then, with a sharp iron rod, poke it and prod to get her body out. Out of sight, hidden from these human beasts, they smoked them out, first suffocated and then retrieved. They were hunted in daylight, so they became active at nighttime. But running just wasn't enough with no place to hide. They were never ones to fight, so eventually we said our final painful goodbye. There is a true tough guy that comes to mind, the western black rhino. Though since 2006 there have been no signs of life, post them right to their collective demise. Usually they just browse around for shoots and leaves to eat. They used a keen sense of scent and intensely sharp hearing. They were very nearsighted, but could snap around 180 degrees in a split second. Still too many poachers managed to approach close enough to checkmate them. Western black rhino went from once most abundant to now zero incumbents and only their horns on wealthy mantles for owners' glory. Real pieces of them displaying the points of their real sad story. Coral biodiversity is facing enormous adversity, and not all loss is irreversibly, but it's a delicate balance of weight on an eggshell. The coral reef is so depleted, bleached, and diseased beyond belief, and so many of us have really meant well. Climate change destroys and degrades domains that threaten survival of each group, forced to rearrange and meet new predators and new strains. Change in environment can compel migration. Breeding times are early, and so too early ends to gestation. For instance, the warmer the sand of incubation, the more the green sea turtle egg hatch female on these warm nesting beaches. Up to 99% chicks, unbelievably. These turtles are endangered, and the gender imbalance challenge is caused by tampered weather as in nurture, not nature. Plus, interbreeding of these greenies, climate-inspired hybridization is making genetic mutations. The last green sea turtle is something we're truly facing. Please, let's use less packaging, less plastic, less murdered fashions. And I'm pointing to myself as well, as it's a call to all to take realistic action. Your favorite animal is asking.